Hello, everyone. This is Lady Treasure. Welcome to Penny Lane. I call you path leaders and my friends because you are parents, academic leaders, teachers, and homeschoolers, which includes grandma, grandpa, babysitters, nannies, au pairs. And I want to talk to you real talk. Some of it's lightweight, some of it might go a little bit heavier about how to raise happy children. Why do I think I have something to say about that? I have 5 children, 15 grandchildren, and 1 great-grandchild, and I've spent 51 years in the field of inspirational edutainment, combining education and entertainment, working in daycares, vacation Bible schools, private schools, public schools, and I opened 2 schools at 2 different periods in my life. I know children. I love them. They love me. It has been a natural gift since I was 17 and walked into my first daycare on an Air Force base in England. And I still gravitate to them and them to me wherever I am. Just really can't help it. And I want to contribute. I write children's books. I write songs. I have been doing that literally for 51 years. Not the books. I didn't start children's books until 1999-ish, but the telling stories verbally and writing songs and all of that I've been doing 51 years. And one of these days I'm going to stop and count. If you do 1999 to now, that's when I wrote the books. Anyway, and so I'm using YouTube in my non-retired mindset. I'm just trying to find all the ways I can to still do what I've always done directly with parents in churches or schools or daycares via the internet. Using AI that my children had convinced me to try. Now I use it for almost everything. I'm still careful. I'm still a researcher. I still trust the human instincts more than I would artificial intelligence. But it is a tool that helps me get some things done faster. It helps me in a lot of ways, I have to admit. But it doesn't take away my desire to talk to you and reach you and see if I can't inspire you in some way or encourage you. You're already doing great, and I'm just want to be a part of the team and say, hey, be a part of my community. I want to be a part of your village, and let's talk about kids. Can I help you in any way? Yeah, here at Penny Lane, I want you to comment and tell me how you really feel about my content. And I'm going to say that a lot because it's a part of the whole reason why I'm on YouTube at all. I want to express. I've been trusted with parents and teachers and principals and daycare directors for years, but they aren't you. You're an individual set of parents and leaders out there, and you should check me out for yourself and see what I'm offering children and if it's good or not. And then if there's something you wish someone would talk about or something would be covered more in children's books and songs and online education for children, I want to be one of those people that you share that with. And I will make the content according to what you're requesting if I have any means or ability to do so. So that is one of the commitments I made with this channel. However, this series is not about books and toys or about me doing curriculum according to your suggestions. This is about real talk about raising happy children because I have participated in such things for a long time. I have raised 5 children with the help of their father, of course, and his parents, my parents, and I was a stay-at-home mom, so it was not a babysitters or anything, but we struggled very badly, and it was an abusive marriage. It was unstable. We were in and out of homes, and we needed that village. We were dependent on that village, sometimes for food, clothing, and shelter. And so that's my story. My 5 adult children right now are not just awesome kids on the inside because I say so. If you met them, I guarantee you'd say the same. They turned out really well in spite of the things that he and I didn't get right. And I'm honest about that as well. And the things that we did do right, we know they are still holding those things down that we invested in them, but they overcame and outgrew, in spite of us, some other things like instability. We never provided a stable, you live here in this community, in this house, constantly, you can rely on the same neighbors, the same, never, never. But they are doing that right now in their 5 different homes. How is that possible? I say the grace of God, and I say knowing they were loved and safe and trusting those other parents, grandparents I'm talking about, and some of the others in our village, as I talked about in Real Talk 3. That's how they got there. And they really, really just put their own kind of nose to the grindstone and said, Mom and Dad did whatever, but I've got to do this. I'm married. I'm having children. I've got to do, seriously, they just got down to life and turned out real well. I'm super proud of them. And I only have my contribution. I didn't do everything wrong. Oh, but I did enough that they had to, figure it out past me. But I'm honest about that. And I think we need to be, tonight's subject is let them grow. We have to be honest. Not being honest with children will stunt their growth. It will hinder them. It's like leaving them in a dark room and acting like it's no big deal. Because you know the lights aren't on, but they don't. They think this is normal. The things you don't talk about, the things that you will not let them investigate because you're afraid of this or that or whatever. You won't allow their investigation. And you won't allow perfectly safe people for them to be around because you have an attitude or a problem or something, and it's your right. I'm not trying to get in your business, but there are just some things that we do as parents that shut down, leave the child out, and they are the ones that lose out. When I say let a child grow, I mean you have to pay attention to something that's called emerging curriculum. It's a terminology used in the educational world, but it works at home also. Because children are learning all the time, whether you think there's a lesson going on or not. They are paying attention. They were doing it in the womb. They're doing it when they came out. They pay attention to light, sound, emotion, tension, peace, comfort, hatred. They can feel stuff. You better know they can feel stuff. And things are always emerging around them. And if you don't make sense of that on purpose, intentionally, as mom or dad, you're hindering them, you're leaving them in the dark. So when you start to see them want to investigate something, maybe they're supposedly too young to try to go up the stairs, and so because the doctor or the book or the therapist or the whoever told you that's the wrong age, don't let them do it, it won't develop their legs right, whatever they say. But then your child just keeps going to the stairs and trying to zip up them, and you just finally just snatch them back because you're so worried. Maybe your child, their motor skills are developed sooner than your first child or your neighbor's child or your cousin or the children they were talking about in that book. So what you ought to do, but what I mean by let them grow, is maybe they are too young to try it. Go right up behind them, both hands, stay close by. If they manage to get one leg up and the other leg up, their motor skills are ready to do it. And you're not going to walk away and just let them fall all over the place. So let them try. It's the same thing with other things. We do weird things, and I just have to be honest. I know it's subconscious. We're not really thinking we're doing it, but I didn't bring like props or anything, but I'll use this marker as an example. I want to explain a baby spoon and a bigger kid spoon. Okay. So when a child is learning, I love that they have created, curved fork or spoons, plastic, so they won't hurt themselves if they poke themselves while they're trying, but also it's already curved so it gets in their mouth, and that's really developmentally helpful. But as the child grows, they should get a different spoon and navigate manage getting something into the spoon, even if 50 peas fall if one stays on there and they can get it to their mouth. That's an important learning moment. Hand-eye coordination. This is serious stuff. So you shouldn't get in the way of that. And I have seen parents because they're like, "Oh, Mom," talking to the grandma, "I don't know why you gave her that spoon. She is only so many months old. She's still eating with her hands. It's called finger food. That's why I only give her finger food. Mom, just leave her, let her be." And you, because you're not ready. Grandma was ready. You're not ready. You didn't wait to see if the child was ready. You're just not ready. So you're not worried about the growth. You just want your comfort. Real talk now. And so you say, "No spoon, no curved spoon. She's not ready for that. Really, it's you." And you take the child right back to no utensil and you serve finger food. Mom was helping you. You didn't want to help. Okay, again, it is your right, but let me just ask you to reconsider. What if the little trial and error showed you that the child was ready? I said, what if? You won't know if you just assume that you are the only one who knows. Can I talk to you? If you're the only one who knows, come on, go back to our real talk number, what was it? It was just number 4. It takes a village. The village, your grandma might know a thing or two after raising you. We still have opinions about our parents and how they raised us, don't we? Let's be real. And we may or may not like them. We may just be tolerating the visit. Oh God, I'm really being bad now. Or we love them and we're fine with them hugging, holding, even a little babysitting. But we really don't like it when they seem to intrude in our parenting style and levels of things that we say the baby is at. And we don't want them to introduce them to the new thing. We want to be the one. I would just like for you to understand the reality is the child needs the growth spurts that may happen in an emerging moment that no one knows, but you won't allow the exploration, the possibility. Relax, just relax. Try what Mom said. Is she giving her a sharp knife to stab herself in the face? She's not. It's a plastic utensil that's curved. I have a story, I always do. I had a situation where it was a difference of opinion between me and another relative on the grandchild. I knew that the 7-year-old was well able to use normal utensils. And I pointed out to the 7-year-old that I noticed, I just said it casually, I don't exaggerate with children, I just take things kind of chill. "Hey," I said, and I said his name, "I noticed that you're still using those those small plastic spoons." I didn't say little kids thing. I didn't belittle him. I didn't say it rudely, anything like that. I just said, "I noticed that you're still using those plastic smaller forks, but you can use a regular fork, right?" "Oh, yes, ma'am," he said. "Yeah, but I mean, so-and-so. Grandma says it's no big deal, so I just do it." And I let it go. But in here, I couldn't let it go. So I said something casually to the parents just to let them know what I had said, because there was a difference between the two different camps. They wanted to let the child put away the toddler spoon, because that's what it was, when the child felt like it and they thought it's no big deal, it's just a plastic spoon out there. No, that's a toddler spoon. So it is a big deal. And it's a little baby-fying and regressive, in my opinion, to have a 7-year-old using that when he can use the same fork adults use. And you reinforcing it is an issue. So I wasn't going to have an argument with us. We never discussed it. I was told by her, "Oh, we never make a big deal about that." They just, "Oh, okay." And I left alone. Then I said to my one of the family members, I'm trying to be careful in case any family members watch, I just said to the family member, the mom, I just want you to know that I told them to use this instead of that in case it comes up and it's a controversial thing because I wasn't really trying to be that way. So I was just trying to keep peace. I shared that story with you to say, I don't think his life was dramatically changed because he was using that toddler fork. And I don't think I was making a major move in his life by insisting that he used the big one. But it does make the point that sometimes as adults, we have preferences as to the way we'd like that child treated or their growth handled and emerging transitions. And, you know, we don't like it, we're not ready, so we don't encourage it. And we would like for you to back off. So if you're experiencing that, and whether you're the person that's trying to tell the other people to back off because you just want to take your child's pace in your own timing, I cannot make you do different. I'm just trying to have you reconsider that things emerge in a child's mind, motor skills, and emotions. And sometimes it's like in a moment, and they're just ready. And it would be a good idea if you would get yourself ready also. That's all I'm trying to say. I'm going to leave it alone before you get mad at me and click off my channel and never come back. Okay. So I'm going to go with this number 5, let them grow. I'm going to end it by saying emerging curriculum is a phrase you should look up. It's a school term, and it's about allowing the thing that happened in class that the kids are really into to keep being the thing, and don't just try to move on to the next part of your day that you had planned in your lesson plan, because you got a group of kids that did not just take that little science experiment and say, oh, okay, well, thank you, yeah, move on. They're into it. Let them explore it further. It sometimes creates another take 2, take 3 on the same thing. Next thing you know, whole classroom has turned into little science bugs because you allowed more time in something that emerged in them. Motor skills are developing, minds are developing, emotions are developing, and children might want to move faster than you want them to move. Mom, dad, grandma, villagers. Let's let the children grow. Okay, that's it from Penny Lane. Until next time, thank you for being with me.